Hello and welcome. My name's Kathy A, and today I thought I would do my August faves and flops of makeup and beyond a little bit early. We're moving and we're in process of packing everything, so I actually have to pack the studio. So anyway, let's just get started because I've got a lot of stuff to talk to you about and only so many hours. This is my middle-aged tiara here. Oh, I'm always getting ideas from you. I tried this Shea Moisture Black African Black Soap. Now this has a scent to it, but it works miracles. Unbelievable. Now I did side-by-side tests, and this is how I could tell. This is the Shea Moisture Black African Soap, and then we've got the Beauty Blender Solid Cleanser here, the white one, and then this pink one is Zote Soap from the Walmart website. You can get it from there really cheap for like $1. This soap runs probably around $4 or $5 for the bar. It takes quite a while to get through a bar. When you're washing your brushes in this soap, you can smell a little bit of a fragrance from it, but it does not go on to the brushes. It's amazing. I did side-by-side tests where I would try to wash a brush on the Zote soap and the Beauty Blender side, rinse them off, it still had residue on it. I'd try to go back in, it wouldn't come off. I put it on the black soap, came right off. So any brush that I tried cleaning with this black Shea Moisture soap, perfect. I hardly had to use olive oil at all. Once in a while I'll put a little olive oil on the brush and work it in if something's really saturated and stuck and stained in the brushes. Just takes everything out, and it does work better than the Zote soap, and it works better than Beauty Blender Solid Cleaner. So I definitely recommend it. It's a nice, inexpensive option for brush cleaning. And you would think psychologically it spreads it around more velvety, because it is velvety, but it doesn't. I think the regular non-coated, non-velour coated sponge works better. And also this was difficult to clean. I couldn't get, even with olive oil, I couldn't get all of the staining off of it. So I'm not sure I could recommend that one. This is Smith & Colt, and I think, what was it, Blue Mercury, I think, carried this brand. It's kind of a high-end brand, and this is their concealer. It was okay. I didn't think there was anything spectacular about it. It reminded me a little of the Makeup Revolution one. It does blend in nicely. There's not very much coverage at all. You can still see the discoloration there. It's a little bit shiny when it dries down. I was not impressed with this one, and it was also difficult to pick a shade. This is number 120 Cool, and it just didn't do anything at all, really. It was really just a brightener, a slight brightener. So in the world of cosmetics, this one didn't work for me. One of you mentioned that I should try the Yves Saint Laurent All Hours Foundation, and I actually did. I already did a review on this. I think it was a year ago. When it came out, I think it was about a year and a half ago, the YSL All Hours Foundation, everybody liked it, and then it just took one person to start this. This is just like the whole thing with the Jaclyn Hill lipsticks. It only takes one person to say something, and then everybody goes nuts. The ingredients list on this has a lot of alcohol in it, and it's like the third ingredient is alcohol. And a lot of people said that that's going to, in the long term, damage your skin's lower layers. I mean, it just went nuts, and then everybody dropped this like a hot potato because it was suddenly not good skincare to use this, but everybody seemed to like the coverage. I'm wearing it right now, and I actually do like the coverage very much. Right now you can get a set of, on Sephora, they'll give you this set, they call it the balancing set or something like that. This is the Instant Matte Refiner. It's a pore refiner to take down your pores, and then this one is the Blur Primer, which fills in the lines. So you've got your pores and your lines covered with this. They say that this is a $54 value, and you get it for free if you get this. ANASTASIA Beverly Hills Foundation. Just in case you don't know what it is. This is shade 200W. And they have an interesting assortment of shades. And the formulation is kind of odd. It sits funny on the skin. And I was so disappointed because I wanted to like this. This is not for people with texture or deep lines. I thought initially this was going to be a great foundation, but it breaks down really badly. Around lunchtime, my whole chin was a bunch of polka dots. Around my nose was a bunch of polka dots. And I didn't think it was all that great. Everybody's going nuts over it. Well, I think we all wanted to like it because it was Anastasia Beverly Hills, but it just didn't work for me. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to take this one back because it just didn't do what it says. It's supposed to be illuminating, and it's all this alcohol-free, gluten-free, clinically tested, dermatologist tested. It's for sensitive skin. I mean, it had all of the makings of what a good foundation would be, but it just didn't work for me. So unfortunately, it's going. Another huge fail and another huge disappointment was the Kevyn Aucoin Foundation Balm. This Balm, indeed, B-O-M-B, not B-A-L-M. It's B-O-M-B, Balm. This so expensive and so disappointing. This is going back to Beautylish, and I don't like to return things to Beautylish because I just love them to death. Now, it comes with a brush, and when you see it pictured on their website, it looks like it's this big, but it's a tiny little brush, and it's very, very dense, extremely dense, and actually it didn't work all that well, but this is it's a cream makeup, and let me just put this, you're supposed to put it on the brush and then work it into your skin. Let's see if I have, all right, let's work it in here. This sits so weird on your skin and doesn't blend out. It is so patchy. Unbelievable how bad this looked on my face. I was shocked. And I mean, if I could have worked with it, I tried it with primers, I tried it without primers. I tried it with a brush, I tried it with a sponge, I tried it with my fingers. I could not get this thing to settle into my skin correctly. It looked extremely patchy. And there is coverage with it, but it's just awkward. It sits so weird on your skin. And again, when I'm on the phone a lot at work, and I, drink coffee all morning, my chin was gone. All around the edge was bad. I looked patchy. I was a hot mess. I gave it all week, and I was so embarrassed at work because I looked like crap. In the afternoon, I looked like crap. I actually took my makeup off on my face in the afternoon rather than have people see how patchy this looks. So definite fail. If you have dry skin or older skin or skin with texture on it, this doesn't work well. I tried Nars again. It's been a while since I've tried Nars foundations, and again, this is the Velvet Matte Foundation from Nars. I should have known better. It was on sale at TJ Maxx, of all places, so I thought I would try it. The color seemed like it was good. I think it's a little bit light. Another one of these cream stick foundation things. Yep. When you put it on, it dissolves and it turns into little dots on your skin. It's absolutely, this is one step above the Bare Minerals cream stick, but it's still bad. And I can see why they had it at TJ Maxx. This is a brand called Danessa Myricks, and she is, I think, a makeup artist or a model. I don't know, one of those kind of things. And she has come up with a line of makeup that is really high quality. I have two products here from her line. I will try others. This is the Danessa Myricks Vision Cream Cover. And I think I saw Elle Leary talking about her, one of those who used to does makeup, Stephanie Farrell, whatever her name is. This is a wonderful, wonderful makeup. Danessa Myricks is forgiving. It goes into the skin really well. It dries down nicely. It just looks fabulous on. It plays well with others, so when you put your other makeup over the top of it, it works really well. So I love it. I think this is a wonderful makeup. The shade I got is a little on the warm side, and I guess that's the hardest part, is figuring out what shade you are. This is number 3. Number 3. It's a neutral light with a slight warm tinge to it. And yeah, it's about this color. It's about this color right here. So medium light, closer to the light side. I'm not sure if number 4 would have been a better choice for me. I think absolutely wonderful foundation. I think you're going to hear a lot more about her because the powder is outstanding. And this is the Danessa Myricks finishing powder in the invisible shade. This is a powder that works so nicely. I mean, it's absolutely, it's so thin, you know, it's so finely milled that it blends into your skin. You just look flawless. It's really good as a last minute powder also because it puts a cohesiveness on your face. It kind of makes all the products look like they blended well together. And it doesn't leave any kind of trace of itself. You don't see the lines, you don't see the powderiness. It's a very, very well-rounded powder. Now they do come in colors. The translucent number 01 is the one that I think it was Al Leary or somebody absolutely loved, and I tried it because of her. I love it. And I think this is my favorite powder next to the RCMA powder for, you know, all-purpose kind of powder. Danessa Myricks, and you can get that on the Beautylish website right now. This is another winner, and I really like this except for one thing, and I think anybody who's tried this will probably agree with me. There is a scent added to this, and when a foundation has a scent, it makes it not so much fun to put on if you don't like the scent. It's a very strong scent, but it's a beautiful foundation. The Huda Beauty, and this color is Cheesecake. Cheesecake, of course. Beautiful foundation. This is the bottle, really nice, kind of smoky bottom glass. It does come with a pump. You do get a little goes a long way. It's a very full coverage foundation. I mean, whoa, absolutely beautiful. The scent is like an expensive luxury beauty counter smell. It's a slight, I've smelled it before. I want to say it's a perfume, like a Chanel No. 5 kind of smell to it. It is very, very nice. You feel like you're putting luxury quality on your face. There I am messing up the bottle with my gushy fingers. Huda Beauty, the foundation is beautiful even on dry skin. It settles in nicely, it blends beautifully. The only thing, and that's the only deterrent, it would get 4 stars out of 5 for me because of this, is just that fragrance. Why the heck did they do that? It's got skincare ingredients. You can get this on the Sephora website. I do like this. Okay, disappointed am I in this. This is the Maybelline Age Rewind foundation. Now this little guy is the concealer, and of course we all love the concealer, the dark circle concealer. Well, everything you like about this, you won't like about this. The one thing why did they do that? Put this stupid sponge on the foundation. Well, when you blend this in, if you can blend it in, it dries down kind of matte, and there's no coverage really, but it just looks patchy, matte. It starts drying the second you put it on, so you have to work it fast. If you want to push this sponge all over your face and then put the cap back on so it can grow some bacteria for the next time, go right ahead. This was a total fail for me, and I loved this. I loved the concealer. So no, this didn't work at all. Maybe if you have oily skin, you will like this. I didn't like it as a dry skin girl. This is the Invisible Bronze from Bare Minerals, again from TJ Maxx. This was $7.99, And I think these are still being sold, so I don't know if this is old inventory or what. This is really, really nice. The very light shade. This reminds me a lot of the Hourglass. It's very subtle. I mean, very subtle. People with medium to darker tones won't understand why anybody would buy this because it doesn't look like anything. But you have light skin or really light skin, this is the perfect bronzer for you because it adds a little bit of warmth without even looking like you have bronzer on. So I think this is a great winter choice, and I'm going to be using that as our seasons change here in Connecticut. So I think I'm going to talk about highlighters right now. There is a newer shade that I just found in the Wet n Wild. It's called Bloom Time. The Bloom Glow is the older version of this. Is a little bit strengthier. It's a little bit. I love the imprint they have on that. It's such a high quality touch, and the packaging is always so not ugly cheap. Okay, look at this. This is a very, very strong highlight with a very warm tone. This is really nice if you have a tan or if you're wearing this color. It's just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I love the series of these highlighters from Wet n Wild. I think they're the best out there. High end or low end, you can't really beat these. Absolutely, the price for everything else, wonderful. Now this is a liquid highlighter. It's from Revolution. I'm just gonna pull this out here. Now you only need 1 drop. Hello. Now that's more than you need to contact the NASA space station, because when you pull that down, hello, why would anybody want to do this? Well, you can put it on your eye, right in the center. You can also do it lightly, you know, it does. You can use it very minimally on your cheeks or your, you know, these pecs. Not these lines, but these lines. See these lines here? Yeah, looks nice on those. So you can just kind of illuminate those. You look like you've got that healthy, sweaty thing going on. Infused blushes from e.l.f. and boy, these are pigmented. Holy cow. Woo! Look at that. Now the pigment infused, the primer infused, also there's a little bit of a sheen to this, so you can see it really, a little goes a long way. It's unbelievable. A teeny bit of a color that looks really strong can still look very subtle and nice. And if you have a tan, this is your color. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. This shade is called Glowy Rose. Now we can think of this as being a rose because this is more of a coral, but you know. The other one is this one, and this looks very pale by comparison, but this puts such a beautiful, subtle glow to your skin. Absolutely beautiful. And this one actually looks darker on your skin than it looks in the pan. I think it's a very, very pretty light color. Let me just put yet another layer of blush on my face and go to work and look like the tramp girl. The office tramp girl. In the same vein, this is the Laura Geller Beauty, and I got this at TJ Maxx. Again, it came in a kit. It looks like a very strong color, but actually when you swirl it around and you stick it on, you can blend it out to be a lot sheerer. Just a little goes a long way. So it's a very similar color from the e.l.f. one, except this one costs a lot more, but I got it at TJ Maxx, so I think it actually costs less. Kiko Milano. Now this is an Italian-based makeup line. They did open several stores in the US. One of them was not too far from me, and I did a full Kiko review and report. I loved some of their mascaras, I loved some of their lipsticks. Again, Italian makeup to me is like some of the finest in the world. This is the Cheek and Lip Stain, and this is the cheek stain. You have to be careful how you're putting on. I put in X just for fun and tried to blend it out. It takes a little bit of doing to blend it out. but it's not bad. It's awfully convenient to travel with because you can use it for both things, but there's nothing special about it. This is from the Green Me line, and this is the color 101. And this is the Lips and Cheeks from Kiko, the Green Me line, which is, it's in a wood packaging. It's supposed to be, and this packaging itself is biodegradable. So it's Green Me as in it's not going to hurt the environment when you throw it away like a lot of the plastic applicator type stuff is. So I love the idea and the sentiment, and that's why I bought it. It's kind of boring, but it works really nicely. If you're just looking for a basic color the cheeks so they look healthy, and lips, color the lips so they look natural, this is a perfect combination here. In my new neighborhood, they had a Rite Aid, and Rite Aid likes to carry the Black Radiance line, and yep, silly fish belly white me goes into the Black Radiance line. I'm like, what can I find here? You know, because all the foundations, I think there's one kind of lightish foundation, and everything else is all geared towards skin tones that are darker. But their eyeshadow palettes looked really interesting, and I like this one. This is the Ebony Nudes, and Black Radiance is one of the products that's made by the Wet n Wild company, Marquins. They own this. They own Physicians Formula, Wet n Wild, and Marquins themselves releases products under their own name, which you'll find in the Dollar Tree. A lot of times they have an end cap with all the pink packaging, that's Marquins. They also, in the same factory, make the Black Radiance shadows. These are marvelous. There's the shimmers are beautifully pigmented and shimmery. Look at that beautiful chocolate brown. And then there's this thing that you see in the zone. I think it's in Comfort Zone. It's this, you know, this kind of holographic shade. The light color they have there is very, very bright. I'm just gonna put it right there. You can see that brighten right up. I can put it on the other side. So regardless of what color skin you have, you can wear the eye shades, the mascaras, the lip products without worrying about your skin tone being too light for this brand. And I think that Black Radiance I think it's high-end Wet n Wild. I think it's more the nicer formulations that Wet n Wild uses. So if you see Black Radiance, have a look at their eyeshadow. They had like 3 different variants of these colors, but this was the Ebony Nudes, and I thought this was really nice. This was the most neutral of the grouping. This is the Lorac Luxe Diamond Edition palette, and this is, first of all, it's not the same size as the box, so we were just talking about Green Me. Now, this is not Green Me, however, they did change over to the coated cardboard packaging. This is Lorac, and I think that they make really good basic palettes. I think we all had those pro palettes in the past, and I think they've been some of my favorites. I'm not as happy with the pigmentation lately. I think they seem like you have to try a little harder to get the color to pay out. This is the Diamond palette close up. Now you can see you've got a row here, a dark maroon color. You've got a good flat black, a nice cowboy brown, a nice dark chocolate brown, and then you've got this kind of taupey shimmer, which is wonderful underneath the eye as a kind of an under eye liner. Then you have a row of all shimmers here, oranges and yellows, which I'm getting so tired of that orange yellow thing. You've got a pink, very gritty pink, but very, very pigmented shimmer shade, and then you've got these tawny orange shimmer shades. This one I don't like. This one reminds me of a bruise, when you get a bruise on your skin. It's kind of this weird greenish, pinkish, reddish color, and I think it's gross. I don't like it. This next row is all basically mattes, and you've got some nice transition colors here. There's a nice assortment there. And then this top row, we've got one matte light cream, which is great as a base color, and you've got these 4 kind of shimmery lighter shades. So when you look at it initially, you think, oh, this is great, I can do lots of things with it. And I keep making the same eye. It looks the same. I don't know why, but it's just all the, you know, light color lid, the medium color crease, dark color edge, and then maybe a little shimmer up here or in the center. But I don't see very many variations here, and I wanted to enjoy this palette more than I do. Maybe I'm just not using it right, I don't know. But I'm enjoying other palettes more. And I just think for the money, I didn't think it was really worth it. It's very shimmery shade. The dark pink shimmery shade is very, very gritty. It feels gritty, and I'm starting to become an anti-micro glitter person because of all the harm it does to the environment, and I'm not sure. This is going back. The Diamond palette, to me, is a one-trick pony. As far as the looks you can get from it, I don't think you can get a really good variety of looks from this. So if you're going to get a palette with a lot of shades, you should be able to make several different looks from it. And I couldn't make a bunch that looked good. Now what I'm comparing it with is this $5 palette. This is the Rose Gold Nudes. The Rose Gold Nudes from Beauty Treats. And Beauty Treats is from Five Below. And Five Below carries cruelty-free makeup. And this particular one, the Rose Gold Nudes, that's hard to say, has all your neutrals and your warms. Perfect base palette. If I didn't have any palettes at all, I would get this one because it's got everything you need. You've got these beautiful light matte shades, you've got some shimmers, you've got dark shades, you've got transition shades, you've got your oranges, your mustards. I am wearing all this palette and no other palette today. It's all from here. And I love it. I haven't had a look from this that I didn't like. And all of these shadows are pigmented. They remind me of the Viseart shadows. And I did a side-by-side comparison with one of, not this palette, but it was one of their small ones on the card that was $2 at Five Below. And it was just as good as the Viseart Warm Neutrals palette. Just as good. So the quality of these shadows is outstanding. For $5 price point, please visit the Five Below near you and just pick it up because this is fabulous. Beauty Treats is the name of the company. Not everything in the makeup department at Five Below is a winner. I mean, they've got some real honkers in there, but this one I love. And I enjoy this much more than this. So you know, if you're going to get a new palette for the fall, this is your puppy right here. I think you'll be happy with this. So let me know if you do. I've tried this again, and I keep going back to try old things just to see if I really don't like them. I know that's a weird philosophy, but I'm thinking, well, now that my skin is in better shape, I should try foundations I didn't used to like, and now that I've changed the way I do my eye makeup, I should go back and try palettes I didn't like. Well, I still don't like this one. This is the MUA, or Makeup Academy. This is a line that carry in CVS, though I do not know why they get so much real estate in that store, because they just don't seem to have enough good high quality products to warrant that space that they take up. They have this huge it's like a huge space in where I am. So this is a neutral palette. I found that the incredibly lack of payoff here. It does come with a weird brush, and the brush is kind of it reminds me of paint brushes you get with the kids' coloring book paint sets. Anyway, with this, and you can see I have dipped into it. I've been giving it a try. I wanted to like it, but it's not even really mattes. They're kind of something in between a satin and a matte. They're kind of in between, and it wasn't attractive for me. Again, another one-trick pony look. You can only kind of look one way with a slight variant of either cool or warm. There's no real variety here as far as being a makeup academy. I don't know why they even put this out. It's so boring. There's really nothing here. Not so boring This is the Take Me Back to Brazil palette from, this is the Rio edition from BH Cosmetics. And I always think of BH as just crap. You know, BH, yeah, they have crappy eyeshadows. But if you're looking for a color here and there just to dot in and zip up your look, boy, I tell you, this puppy is the way to go. And this is a total rainbow effect. Any green, red, orange, pink, blue, purple, it's all here. And the reason I would get a palette like this is, for instance, let me just show you here. I'm just going to put that right there and put that right there. All right, I just zapped up the look a little bit. It's subtle, but it's zapped up a little bit, just from one color. So you can do this with any of these colors and just put a little pizzazz into a very neutral eye look. And I mean, if I really want to take it further, I could go into this one and go in here. And you can see it. It kind of adds a little touch of something, but it's not overpowering that, you know, people are going, what the heck? You know, yeah, nice blues, nice purples, nice greens. They all have variant levels of pigmentation, which I always think BH Cosmetics is cheap, like coastal scents and to a degree, all those kind of seem the same to me. And Morphe, you know, it's the Morphe shadow formulation. I think they all are sisters, I really do. I think they all have the same formulation, but if you can get a good color that you can just zap in there just as a last minute pick-me-up, I think this is great. And you can use some of these highlighting colors as highlighter as well. So don't poo-poo something like this just because you think, well, I would never wear those shades. You might wear one of those shades. Now they have these two big ones. There's a black in the middle here. I thought it was, I stuck my finger thinking that it was a hole and it was missing a brush of some sort. It's the black shade. Then they have this kind of golden and silver shade. So you can see, absolutely beautiful. And this is that black, which is a nice dark evening black. So that's these three shades here. So they're kind of off to the side. I guess they think you're going to use a lot of them. You can use these both as highlights and as eyeshadow. Let me just put a little of one on in the center and you can see, whoa, hello. Yep. So it'll just add a little bit of shimmery goodness to your eye look. And I just love this palette. I pick here and there. I only use one or two at most colors out of here in an eye look. But it's definitely worth having a palette like this if you don't have these colors in any other format. This is great, and it's inexpensive for what it is. I think it's great. And one of the failures at the at Five Below was this one. This is the Smoke and Mirrors brand, it's called, and this is the Essential Nudes palette. I thought this would be great as a basic palette, and I tried, you know, doing it. Just there's no pigmentation here. This is toy makeup. This is not good. This is the stuff that you would expect to find in the Five Below. So Smoke and Mirrors to me it's a house brand, I think, for them. Not very good, not very pigmented. So there's re-released Chelsea Girls, and when they had released, I think they had a Nars edition that they had released. Chelsea Girls was the lip color, and I never thought I would see it again. They have re-released Chelsea Girls in a lipstick. It is your most basic nude, pretty bright lipstick. I love this shade, and I thought, oh my God, Chelsea Girls is back, and this has been my lipstick all week. Really, really pretty. So Nars, thank you for re-releasing the Chelsea Girls shade. MAC has this Love Me lipstick line that just came out. I think Ulta is selling it. The bullet is slightly different coloration than the usual. This is more of a pink, mauve-y kind of base. And I wear it with my neutral looks, or if I've got some kind of a formal dark gray suit on kind of thing at work, I will wear this with it, but it's not very bright or springy. I'm not sure about the Love Me part. I'm not sure I love the Love Me MAC lipstick, so yeah. Formulations are always good. I don't want to throw shade at MAC because I think MAC is one of the finest beauty lines out there. So I wanted to show you the price on this because I couldn't quite believe it, and it must be an old product, I don't know. But this is $4, you can see that. It is Elizabeth Arden, and this is a lipstick called Plush Lip. It's a lip gel, and this is in the color Sweetheart. And with a Elizabeth Arden lipstick like this, there's a label here. Takes you a while to figure it out. You push the label down and it pushes the lipstick out. So the label itself is the device that pushes the lipstick out. And when you, I had done this before and my camera closed off on me. Beautiful, beautiful, luxurious feeling lipstick. It's sheer color. I don't know if it's going to show up. It's a beautiful color. I'm so glad I got it, and I actually, if they have any more, I'm going to go and get them because the formulation is outstanding. I've never tried an Elizabeth Arden lipstick before because I always thought it was one of those overpriced luxury store brands, and I'm just not into that whole scene. So this is the Plush Lip in shade Sweetheart from Elizabeth Arden, and I got it at TJ Maxx for $4. Mascara. This was a surprise. This was a free gift when I bought the BH Cosmetics Brazil palette. They gave me this as a free gift. This is the Stellar Lash Mascara. Whoa, yeah, big honkin' lashes. It was really nice. I thought it was a wonderful mascara for, you know, well, it was free, but I mean, cute packaging. It's one of those hourglass kind of shaped brushes. You get a lot of bang for each coat. You get a lot of bang on there. Absolutely beautiful mascara. I was so surprised. I never thought of BH Cosmetics as a cosmetic company for mascara. I mean, they're the cheap eyeshadows, cheap lipsticks, cheap cheeks. But mascara was not something I ever venture into. I wouldn't have bought this on my own if I hadn't tried it like this. I would get the full size on this one. It's so inexpensive and it's beautiful big lashes. It really builds a lot of volume, a lot of length. So wonderful stuff. Good job. I hope you've enjoyed this. I really appreciate your time. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do. It helps me out a lot. It gets me noticed on YouTube and has vendors send me things, and it really helps me, and then I can review them for you. So it all comes back. It's a circle. So click on the links below to see the products that I talked about today. And that also helps me too, and it doesn't cost you anything, and you can just have a look at the products and see what they look like, how much they cost, and that's how it all works. I hope you're all having a wonderful week and have a beautiful day. Take care. Toodles.